Hello book lovers and welcome to Book Talk Radio Club. My name is Claire Perkins and today I'm talking to author Peter Wilson. Peter Wilson is an award-winning writer based in Sydney, Australia. His first novel, Jack Gregson and the Forgotten Portal, has won awards internationally in both the USA and the United Kingdom and quickly became a favourite with young readers. Peter's second novel, Jack Gregson and the Forgotten Sons, the second book in the series, is set for release in 2019. Hi Peter, first of all welcome and thank you for coming on Book Talk Radio Club.
Hi Claire, thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. As a child and now as an adult, I love a well-written fantasy adventure, something that sparks my imagination. Would you like to give Book Talk Radio Club's listeners a brief synopsis of Jack Gregson and the Forgotten Portal?
Yeah, sure thing. The Forgotten Portal centres around Jack Gregson and his cousins, and they travel through a mysterious portal that they find in their backyard. They soon discover a universe of magic, alien civilizations, and dark family secrets. In order to save themselves from their home, they must explore different worlds while avoiding danger at every turn.
Sounds good. Who is Jack Gregson and what kind of character is he?
He's a young kid. He's 11, I believe, in the first book, or 12. He's been brought up by his uncle and grandmother. He's a bit of an orphan, his mother passed away when he was young, and he doesn't know much about his father. He's inquisitive, level-headed, and loves adventure.
And his cousins, David and Rosie?
David's pretty different to Jack. He's a smart-ass. I guess everyone knows David. He doesn't usually think before he does things. He acts tough, but he's probably a bit more scared than the rest of them. Rosie's youngest, smart, cautious, the opposite of her brother, and that usually causes them to fight.
So with Jack, his cousins David and Rosie, and his grandmother, there's also the Chaos Pixie. Pardon? Who or what is the Chaos Pixie?
I needed a weapon for Jack and his cousins to go through the portal with. I wanted something that was like destructive, like a grenade, something really powerful and magical. So I decided on doing a pixie, a small little chaotic pixie that is extremely powerful and obsessed with using magic and changing the world around it.
What age group are the Jack Gregson books aimed at then?
I'm pretty sure around 8 to 13. I didn't really have an age group in mind when I started writing it. But from feedback, I've had 8 to 13 and adults enjoy it. Right.
So a bit like the Harry Potter stories. They were made for children, but adults love them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I hope so.
The story is set at the Gregson Manor, a creepy 5-year-old house with a magic portal. Oh, I do love a magic portal. Would you describe the manor and also where it's located in the story?
I think it's England. I imagine one of those big manors, almost castle-sized sort of manors that are on massive grounds and they're just sprawling with wings and libraries and all these rooms, drawing rooms. Does that sort of give you an idea of the sort of house I'm picturing?
Yeah, absolutely. And has it got a secret garden and a walled garden or things like that?
Exactly. Secret passages, massive gardens, rooms that people haven't been in years, it's so big, etc.
And covered in ivy, of course.
Of course.
Congratulations, you've had over 20 lovely reviews, including Jack Gregson and the Forgotten Portal has all the right ingredients for a fantasy. Old mansion with secret passages, an eccentric relative, family secrets and 3 inquisitive children. And enchanting and fast-paced children's novel that will grab your imagination. It's such a good feeling for an author to receive great reviews, isn't it? Although many authors find it's very hard to get them. Did you do anything in particular to encourage readers to review, Peter?
Yeah, I did quite a bit.
What did you do?
So there's a lot of online portals. I used Amazon Amazon. I did a lot of research. I searched out people that enjoy doing reviews, for honest reviews, for a free copy of the book. So I would say about half of 10 to 15 of the reviews were done by me sort of sending out 100 to 200 emails to get 15 people to say yes. So I did do quite a bit of work initially just to get some reviews, but then the rest of them are organic, just people that have purchased the book and reviewed, but always encouraging people just to help me out and put some words down.
So you actually sent out about 200 odd emails and you've got 15 reviews. And that's good going. It's good to know because I see so many authors complaining on social media about I've written my book but no one's bothered to review it. It's interesting to hear what you actually done, and thank you.
There's so much competition out there. I read a stat on how many new books come out every day on Amazon, and it's scary.
Exactly. You won a Moonbeam Award for the book. Congratulations. What is the Moonbeam Award?
It's a USA book awards that comes out every year. They have a number of categories. I've entered a few competitions, and that was a win.
Right.
A well-known one in the US.
You hope to have you can hear my dog barking. You hope to have the second book in the series published this year, Jack Gregson and the Forgotten Sons. Can you tell me a bit about that without giving away too much of the story, of course?
Yeah, sure. I've done the first draft. It's been edited. Now I'm just sort of madly making some changes and hopefully finishing it up soon. So the Horde from the first book have expanded onto more and more worlds. The second book revolves around an ancient prophecy, that one that will hopefully save the universe once the prophecy is fulfilled. Once again, follows the three point of view characters from the first book, sort of expanding the reader's knowledge on who these people are. Right.
So it just opens it up a bit more, as it were.
Yeah, I really wanted to explore Jack's father more, and Jack, and also the Chaos Pixie, because I really wanted to sort of work out in my mind how she ticks.
How many books do you intend to write and publish in the Jack Gregson series?
3 at this point. The second one finishes up on a bit of a cliffhanger. I'm not sure if you can say that, but it does. So I want to resolve that in a final book. Whether or not I do a second trilogy or something, I'm not there yet. Not sure.
You haven't got to that point of thinking about it.
Yeah. Whether an idea or seed comes into my mind to actually, continue the story.
Was there a particular author or book that inspired you to start writing children's fantasy stories?
I grew up reading Raymond E. Feist, Robin Hobb, Stephen King, so a lot of fantasy style stories. I guess they're more. Raymond E. Feist is teenager to adult, so they're probably more adult skewed. Of course, Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
Jack and Gregson was only meant to be a short story because I used to write a lot of short stories, so it just kind of got expanded. They're sort of an inspiration. I'm writing an adult book as well, so I'm not exclusively just doing children's fantasies. I think the plot suited younger people, so that's how I sort of wrote it.
So before Jack Gregson and the Forgotten Portal, you wrote a story entitled Johnny and the Monster in His Closet that's featured on your blog. Would you like to tell me about that?
Yeah, I sort of thought that story could fit in the same universe as Jack Gregson. It has a portal as well and a monster. So I just threw that onto the blog as I thought it was quite relevant. Same age kids, same sort of terror and sort of adventure. I did a lot of short stories. I've been writing on writing.com for years. I haven't done it in years, but so doing short stories, doing competitions, and that's where both of these stories came from.
In your opinion, how important is it for an author to have a blog?
I'm not perhaps the best person to ask because I haven't updated my blog in like 6 months. But I think an online presence is really important. So website, social channels. I really think you got to be vigilant and keep going because there's so much noise these days. You got to, keep it relevant.
Yeah, you've got to be heard above the noise, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
As an award winner, what advice would you give to someone considering writing children's books, especially in the fantasy genre?
Read a lot of books in the genre, just to try to see what people like, but also to try and do something different. And there's a lot of similarities in my books, I guess. The main protagonist quite often is an orphan, aren't they? Get target audience to give you feedback. Kids are always pretty honest. They'll tell you if they don't like it. And same goes with the adult book I'm doing is skewed more towards women. And I've got a few friends giving me feedback there, so I think that really helps to make sure you get on the right track.
Absolutely. So where can readers purchase the Jack Gregson books?
If you Google it, you'll see it's on Amazon, and a lot of stores, online stores, most of them. If you go to Lulu, I'll probably get more money.
So everyone go to Lulu immediately.
And I think it's cheaper than Amazon as well. So.
All right, well, thank you, Peter. Please come back on Book Talk Radio Club when you publish your next book. I'd love to chat with you and hear more. In the meantime, good luck for the future, and thank you, everyone, for listening to Book Talk Radio Club. Thank you very much, Peter.